Civilization VII will tear this community apart. And no, this is not some doomsaying. This is just me looking back at the previous Civilization games and where we are at with this civilization. But I can also tell you that this shouldn't concern you too much. But before we go to the why, let's have a look back at the previous Civ games. When Civ 5 came out, there were a lot of people up in arms, especially the people who loved Civilization 4 and thought that this would be a step back because Civ 5 cut a lot of corners, tried to make it easier for new players to get into, and also brought a lot of changes. And well, they were missing some of the most important bits and pieces of the previous Civ games, like religions. Yes, religions were actually not a part of Civ 5 at the beginning. But the game itself then got a lot of patches, a lot of expansions, and is now seen as one of the best Civ games of all time. Funny how that always works. And then Civilization VI came out, and the whole thing started from the beginning, right? Everyone was up in arms, everyone were not happy with it, and one of the main features people really were not happy about were the districts. You know, the universities, the workshops, the barracks, the things you can now build outside of the city, which were previously a thing you built inside the city. And that change alone split up the community, where some people said this is a very good addition, this made the whole city planning much more interesting, while other people just said, nah man, I hate that, I don't want that, this is bad, I stick with Civilization 5. And that is one of the reasons why Civ 5 is still one of the top 100 games in the Steam charts every single day. But the reality is also Civilization 6 was the most successful civilization of all time. It sold over 11 million copies, which is rather insane for a turn-based strategy game, or, well, for a lot of video games out there. They have never reached that milestone, but Civilization 6 has. And that means the game was successful from that perspective, but it, as I said, didn't stop the community to be split upon this one feature. And there was one feature. Now let's look at Civilization 7, and you realize very quickly, oh gosh, that is a lot of new features. You just have to go through my channel and watch some of the videos where I'm going through all the changes that now you have to choose your civilization when you are going through the ages, how the ages are now working, how the new cities are working and how you build your city, the military, the economy, the resources. There are so many changes coming in. Like Civilization 7 is basically a soft reboot of the series, and I guarantee you that the community will be absolutely split about it. I mean, the game is not even out yet, and we already have discussions about why this game is so bad, why this game is so good, and we already have two camps fighting over, is this game good or is this game bad? But here's the thing. Look, I have not been playing video games my whole life, and I have seen a lot of new releases, and I'm not saying that Civilization 7 will not have problems and that we have to talk about those problems and they have to be fixed. This will happen. This was always a problem with the previous Civ games, so I'm very much expecting it with Civ 7. But the reality is, if you have not decided yet that you hate this game, then just wait. Wait for the reviews, which are apparently coming out on February 3rd, if we got that right. So 3 days before the early access. Wait for the videos and check out live streams. There will be tons of live streams when the early access is hitting. I can already guarantee you, there will be a live stream here on this channel, and then you can check it out yourself, and then you can decide if you want to give this game a chance, or if you just say, nah, sorry, as much as I was looking forward to Civilization 7, this is not for me. And that's also completely fine. But for all the people who want to enjoy the game, just enjoy it. Just because somebody else doesn't like it, that doesn't really influence your fun you have with a game, or at least it shouldn't. But nonetheless, what will happen, and you might want to tune out on that if you don't care, is the community will have some really big discussions and fights over certain gameplay elements. That's how it always has been with the Civ series. And again, especially Civilization 7 will not be an exception of that rule, but I'm still looking forward to it. So with that said, we're already at the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Also, if you're new to the channel, you want to see more Civilization 7 videos, we already have a bunch of them here on the channel. More to come. Also, other strategy games, because that's what we are focusing on. I would appreciate if you might consider to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe.